Hey you Skellywags, today we're having a look at these two. Comms boy Wagzook and Burner boy Ragrob. Let's check out how these Ork Kommandos may be my surprise hit of the year.
Shut up and sit down.
Wah! What is he good for?
Absolutely nothing. Psst. Hey there, fella. I'm having a bit of trouble understanding Burner Boy over there through his mask. Perhaps you can help.
I think we're having a bit of trouble hearing you, mate. Don't worry, this here device will help. Alright, I'll just point this at you, and then it should make you sound clearer. There you go, mate. Do you think it helped? Oh yes, I think it did. Firstly, big thanks to Joytoy for sending these out to me, along with that big box. Go and check out that video. Shout out to AAT. These are two of the Ork Kommandos. There are more. I'll have a link in the description if you'd like to purchase these yourselves. Let's take a look at Wagzuk Comms boy. Now these guys are a lot more impressive than I initially gave them credit for when seeing them online. Let's take this off. This pops off. This too. So these guys are very stylized, more sort of cartoonish look. Great paint apps, but as the AAT has said, they've got a lot of character. So this head moves up like that, down there, and yeah, like that all the way around. The barbell joint go left and right too. Movement up here and down there as well, the waist. Good molding, except the elbows, which we'll get into. Very solid all the way around. These little bullets, great. Here, this popped off, should be glued in, but I've kept it off for now, just to have the option. It should be glued in there like that. Legs here, steel toes, tiny legs. Arm goes all the way around, up to about there. Bicep turn a bit. It's under the shirt, so the shirt looks like it's above it, over it. Nice double bended arm, elbow, but that you've got dirty gappage. There, wrists, barbell joint. This can come off, but it is attached to this crotch bit, glued in. So if you remove it, you will be crotchless, basically. Jean-Claude! Ooh, these little legs. Whoa! Leg goes up. Back like that. Swivel at the joint, no thigh twist, but it is fairly decent. Knee bends, not quite 90. Different kind of bend. Does kind of hide that joint somewhat, and it can twist. So you basically got a boot twist. Here, the boot can actually move though, the bottom bit, any which way you want. Pivot, go down, up. A lot of stuff it can do there. Toe. Even with their unique proportions, these orcs can still articulate the way you would want it to as an action figure. This is a backpack, which looks nice. Plug bit there. Stick it in. And this bit has a wire, which is nicely painted, by the way. They look like separate bits, but I think it's all painted. Connects to his gun thing, comms thing. I thought it was a comms kind of weapon, but I think it's actually a weapon that you can use. This connects to the backpack. And you can pop this in his hand. You kind of have to push in. There. So now we can do what he needs to. You know, listen to stuff, or I don't know, fire, shoot with things. These are very, kind of easy to balance like this. Got a bit of weight to them. Then with his tiny legs. So when I was looking at these guys before they came out on pre-order, the pictures, he was my least favourite, but he's actually pretty decent. Let's check out Burner Boy, Ragrob. I'll take this off your fella. Remove this huge heavy thing in the back. So although I like this mask on him, it's a shame he doesn't come with an alternate head, helmetless head, or you just remove it. Would have been a nice little touch. Do like his burnt arm here, scarring in that, different colorations. Looks good. His head moves down, up, the same way really, with a hunchback. Moves all the way around. These bits here are attached differently as well, more like the Space Marines. There is a movement up here and down here at the waist, limited by those. Whoop, does pop off. Arm goes up. Here too. Can turn it around like that and then twist the biceps so it can go a bit higher. Not like Wagzuk, which was limited by the sleeve on his shirt. Double bend at the elbow. Oh, that pops off sometimes. That bend there at the elbow. Again with the crappy elbow there. Here too. And wrist. Monsieur Jean-Claude likes to rub his rag. Leg goes up and back, similar to Wagzook. Again, twist at the hip joints. His knee joint is more hidden. When I was checking the promo images, it was difficult to see the joint. There, bend and twist. Steel toe with that bit on the top. Then movement there. The ankle basically is where you get all that movement with the toe too. Unlike Wagzook, you can remove these straps. If you take that off as well, let's get a different look, topless look. There you go, but he does have a more floaty waist. It's not flush. Oh. But there is more range of movement without it. There's the back bit. Strange how they've done that, a bit different. So the belt really hides that floaty waist, but again, you got more movement there. Everything back on. Let's check this out. This thing is massive and pretty heavy, hefty. Wish there were more like play features, you know, bits you could move, things like that. Fortunately, it's all just this bit here, especially. They should have made a play feature there. Sticks on through that. Again, plugs in the back. And this pipe bit is attached to this. Would have been good for a play feature here as well. Nicely painted with the straps. On the side. It's the front where there should be a flame bit there. But I was playing my son and he knocked it off. This is what it looks like. I can put it back on if I wanted to, but I don't want it to stay there because I think it looks a bit too cartoony. So I'm actually thankful it can come off. So the way it's shown is that this goes around the arm into the hand here. You just have to slide it in. Be careful. Adjust his arm accordingly. Fit this oven mitt on. Needs protection from the heat. All bespoke armor and weapons here. So much character. And this is his main look, really, because once you've got him in like this, you can do a few like poses and stuff, but this is the main look. Kind of have to remove one of the hands so he can do a bit more, because he does have the ability to move around quite a bit. So these hands pop off sometimes because there's such a sturdy grip on the weapons. But these are both very entertaining and impressive figures. So let's see how these guys size up against a few other figures. Here is a Black Templar Intercessor on a Raider pattern bike. Even whilst he's sat on here, these guys still tower over him. One of my custom Space Wolves. This is Brother Gunner on the 1.0 body. Sergeant Icastus on the 2.0 body. Just a bit taller than 1.0. Ragnar Blackmane on the 2.0 body, but a bigger character figure from 40k lore, looking huge. Looks good against these guys. And on the other side of the spectrum, a tiny, or not tiny, small Krieger here, which will be about the same size as your normal Joytoy figures. We have something different. These guys will actually work well with your 1/12 scale figures. Here they are stood against Lady Death, who has her head cut off a bit due to my framing. Final thoughts. So I'd initially set out to get two of these. I wanted to get the sniper guy and the leader of the pack, but I decided not to due to budget and so much coming out. But I'm really glad that I've had the chance from Joytoy to actually have a look at these. They are a revelation. I've had a lot more fun with these than I thought I would. And as it's been said before, Awesome Action Toys has said it a number of times, these guys really do have a lot of character. At first you may think some of the articulation, particularly with the legs, may be a bit limiting, but the proportions actually make it so that it's perfect for these figures, as having the normal bends probably wouldn't really benefit from anyway. They can really move in ways that you want them to, probably because the legs are so tiny. Burna Boy here has such a tight grip on his weapon that his hands do tend to pop off if you're posing him about with it. But it's really solid. What Joytoy really need to do is improve the elbows, because they just look horrendous, much like the Zhang Hu. Look at that, you can hold on to the back there, which is great. But yeah, like the Zhang Hu, where the knobbly knees, you can see those cuts. You need to sort out those elbows. They've sorted out for the Zhang Hu, but definitely need to do it for these guys. Front facing though is not so bad, but I wonder if they'll be able to find an alternative way to do them. The look of these guys, they're either going to be your thing or not. If you're on the fence but like the look, I would say go for it, because they're really fun and really solid figures. If they're for you, you can check the links in the description to help out the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff for the algorithms, and I'll skell you later.